wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague we all love.
Welcome back, YouTube. Good day to ya. Today we're gonna get into the fact of the cost of living is crazy for a lot of people. At the grocery store, rent prices rising, and job layoffs. You know what time it is. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Join us, join the conversation. And we'll get right into these videos about what's going on.
I know I can't be the only one that thinks like this or feels this way. So y'all just let me know if you agree or disagree. Do any of y'all like really genuinely worry about when our kids get older and how much the cost of living will be insane? Like, y'all, I remember when I was a little girl, my big mom, she was cooking and she had forgot milk. Like, she needed some milk. So me, her, and my sister, we rode to the store called Rainbow's Foods. And we walked back there to get the milk. And she was just tripping about the milk being $1. But I was like, it's $1. Like, come on. Whole time back in her day, milk was like 30 cents, 60 cents. And it went up. And to her, that was crazy. But to me, I'm a little girl. And I was like, $1, not nothing. But now that I'm this age, I'm like, that's why she was tripping. Because, y'all, when I went to Walmart, I seen the Lunchable for $2 when back in my day it was 50 cents. That's why in this lifetime, you have to have multiple streams of income. And it's sad to say, like, you got to have multiple streams of income living in this world. Like, when I be doing my shopping videos at Walmart, and I be spending like $500, $400 on groceries out my pocket, like, no assistant help or anything, which I expect that because now I have multiple streams of income, so of course they're not going to give me no stamps. But I sometimes put all my groceries out on the table. And I be like, why does it look like I spent half of the $500? Why does it look like I only spent $100? Like,
when I first seen that, I was like, you talking about I'm a mom and I've been shopping at least about 26 years, shopping on my own. And when I went to the store, and I know, like, us ladies know we can have 175 items in our cart, and we know if we seen the price of the cheese on the shelf and it's 50 cents more at the register, like a price error, we know that. That's how long, like, females and how good females are at, like, shopping at the grocery store. So when I first seen that my regular $200 cart full of food changed to $4, I was flabbergasted as hell. And I was like, what in the world? Like, you know, when it first happened, you know, it's regular now. I already know what to do, which is curve that grocery bill. I keep telling y'all, curve that grocery bill. And when I mean curve, the list that the things that you usually buy, you can't really buy that like that no more. It's very rare I even get to buy a pack of beef. Like, I mainly eat fish, vegetables, stuff like that. It's just, my list is not the same. So I wouldn't tell you to do anything that I'm not doing. But my list of grocery shopping ain't the same anymore because you got to find a way to curve it so you're not paying that. How can you still have a lot of food for $200 if you used to pay $200? It's like a game. You got to figure it out. It's not bad when you figure it out, but you got to.
I just got back from the grocery store. Please tell me that I'm not the only one that goes to the store now and just gets pissed and depressed. Everything that I was going to pick up to buy, things that I normally buy, $7, $8, $9, $10, $11. Like, are we for real right now? Are we effing serious? How can we afford to even survive? Enough is enough. Something has got to change. I know I'm not the only one out here struggling right now, but it's really, really difficult. Like, I need food. My granddaughter's coming over today. I had to grab a few things, and I just don't have the money to buy what I really needed to buy. That's really sad, and I wanted to cry in the grocery store. I almost did. please tell me your thoughts. Tell me your feelings down below. Do you get frustrated, or are you just like accepting of it? Or am I just the one that just gets mad at everything all the time? Because I know that I tend to get pissed off, and when I get pissed off, I get pissed.
My insight, my comment on it, I can answer her question. No, I don't get pissed because this is a repeat that what already happened to us in '08. And she's old enough to know that. So the shock is kind of weird to me that, you know what I mean? She don't know what's going on. Like, you think it wouldn't happen? Are you serious? Come on. This just happened to us. This just happened. So when you see it again, it's like, here goes that bullshit again. Like, that's the only thing I'll say at the store. I wouldn't cry. Because during the first recession, I found ways to curb it. I don't let stuff, when stuff come my way, when issues come my way, I combat the issues. I don't fold. Take a lot for me to just fold. I might crash it once in a while because working is hard and it's annoying, but I still keep going. But what I do is go back to when it happened the first time, because I'm not old enough to be living during the Great Depression, but I was old enough during the '08 recession. And I go back to, hey, what things did you do to survive? And that's where we at right now. Next video.
I know I can't be.
How am I gonna pay you $500 a month if I'm getting paid $9?
It's $9 an hour, not $9 a day. $9 per hour.
Shut your mouth. I'm gonna go on my calculator. $9 times like 8.
Yeah.
72.
And they're gonna take taxes out too.
So like $60.
And Social Security.
$500 a month and I'm getting 60 a day? You're taking like all my money. Are you paying for my gas? Are you feeding me?
I'll feed you.
Are you paying for my gas?
No.
Then you're not getting $500 a month.
Where are you gonna live, Ava?
I'm gonna live with you, but you're not gonna kick me out.
Ava. Okay, so you have to pay $500.
I can't. There's no way I can. Wait, so like,
But how-
so
you
basically
keep-
like $50.
So you keep saying that you're gonna move out as soon as you turn 18.
I don't
But
know
if
to.
rent is $2,000 a month outside my home.
Oh wait, hold on. So like 72. I'm just gonna do the normal. 72 times like I'm gonna go for like
5 days a week, you'll
So,
get 2 days off.
times 5.
Okay. $360 a week.
That's
So do that times 4. How much is it? Okay, so there's now take $500 off to pay me. To that let's
and I have to pay for gas each trip. So like, minus 80, minus 7,000. Like, no, I'm gonna have someone pay for my gas. I'm gonna get a sugar daddy.
Ava.
I can't.
You see mama explaining to her baby, hey, that's how it is. I had to explain it to my kids because they older and they're working. And it's like, you got to pay some rent at the house. Ship out, man. Y'all got to realize that's where we at right now. We have to do that. Everybody stick together, live together, chip in on the bills, kumbaya. But you got to live in peace. Now, if you're going to be living with grown-ups and a family, everybody got to be respected in peace, things like that. If you have some of your older children, 24, 26, still stay at home, stuff like that, have them help and pay a certain amount at home, but don't give them a hard time and give them a bunch of shit. Like, we all can poke our chest out and say, this is my house. but let's respect them because they like little tenants. You know what I mean? If you got tenants at the house, your little baby tenants, they helping out because they want to. Some want to. But it teach them responsibilities, and it's damn sure too much for them to stay at home. Some people don't charge for their kids to stay there. Some people do. It just depends. I talk to a lot of people. Some people do, some people don't. But yeah, like even if they helping out like with a bill or something, like, okay, well, you're working, you're adult now, you're not a kid. Your responsibility is the lights every month, or your responsibilities is such and such every month. Like that, just teach them and keep them responsible. But, don't give them a hard time because they trying. Our job as parents is to teach them and help them along the way. But you got to live in peace. If you can't live in peace and happiness, harmony, it's not going to work at all. I tell you that right now. So everybody got to be respected. Everybody got to get along. Fight it. Fight the system, baby. Fight the system. Unless you just absolutely rich and you don't have to do all that and your kids can stay for free and whatever. But still, you want to teach them some kind of responsibilities. I don't know, maybe have them do the chores in the house, something. But yeah, man, you got to live together as a family. Families got to come together now. All that I, me. No, it's we. French.
I'm just gonna find an old dude that's about a croak.
It's gonna be a sugar baby.
I don't know what else to do. I can't do that. I don't allow that.
Okay, but wait, listen. So when you turn 16, that's when you can start working. You don't have to start paying rent, which goes to a savings account for you once you're ready to move out and then given back to you.
Are you posting this?
I'm just explaining the situation because I'm going to send it to Bailey and Aaron. So, by the time you turn 16 to 18, that gives you time to promote.
And plus, hold on, wait. I'm really pretty and it's a lot to keep that up.
Bruh.
So, like, minus, 200. No, there's no way. I'm going to have, like, $50 left to meet my name that month. $50 to my name. I don't even have $50 to my name right now.
Terry does.
I have, like, 5. Not even. Probably $12 to my name. Yeah, that's right. No. Terry, I need you to hurry up and grow and get in the NFL because I can't do it. I'm going to sell our dogs. I'm going to sell Chloe.
You're going to mooch off your baby brother.
I'm going to sell one of these kids.
Ava.
I'm going to sell them to somebody.
Afternoon, everyone. I've been a bit quiet because it's half term and it's madness. I've just come to Tesco's for a rest. But please, can someone tell me like how everyone is supposed to live? Because I've just done my weekly shop in Tesco's. Just because it's the only day I've got to do it. I normally try and do it like the end of the week, so it's for the following week. But anyway, nevertheless, doesn't matter what day I'm doing it on. But I've just gone and got essentials like dinners for the week, their packed lunch stuff, just fruit, veg, like nothing extravagant. Did have to buy washing tablets. It's probably the only thing. Obviously you don't have to buy it every week, but like still £148 for a week shopping. Like that is ridiculous. Like how has it gone up so much, and how is this maintainable for anybody? Like that's 100. So say like even if the washing powder come out, like that's still £130, £140. Like £148. It's ridiculous. And I didn't buy olive oil. That's like £1 million. So like one week I might not need washing capsules, but I fucking will need olive oil. And I just saw that on the shelves, £18. £18 for olive oil. Like what is it made of? Gold? Like why is everything so expensive? And like how are we supposed to like keep this up? Like, because you have to eat. The kids need lunch. They won't eat school dinners because it's shit. So I have to feed them. Like, how is this maintainable? Like, how is everyone doing it? Answers on a postcard.
Everyone's having a hard time, and they not doing it well. The problem is even now, it's income tax season. I wouldn't buy nothing during income tax season because everything is going to be high. The sales are like minimum 10% off type sales because they feel like people got money. I always tell my kids, don't you buy nothing from February to like June because it's income tax money grab, tax money grab. You're like, I don't even get no taxes. I'm single and they give me back nothing. I know, and everything high. So don't buy nothing right now. It's going to be bloop. So we got to figure out a way that we go beat the system. The system ain't gonna beat us. You know what I mean?
You know, the cost of living is getting out of hand. This whole inflation thing is just getting way, way, way out of hand. It's ridiculous. Everything's gone up. Groceries, property tax. I went to renew my sticker for my plate. It's $151 now. It used to be $131. Insurance, car insurance, health insurance. You name it has gone up. But you know the one thing that hasn't gone up for the average household is the income. It hasn't gone up whatsoever. And I can tell you, listen, for example, we'll go shopping for the house. We'll go to the big box stores, you know, the Sam's and the Costco's. And then during the week, we still have to go to the regular, you know, grocery stores. That's some things. And I'm sitting here telling myself, I don't know how people do it, you know? And I own a business, right? A semi-truck business. And, you know, you're barely making it. Owning a business. Our business, my business that I'm in, trucking, the rates have gone down significantly. The rate for repairs have went up. At the end of the day, this is getting out of hand and needs to stop.
Hey, I'll tell you, it's gonna be bad for business owners so bad because everybody cutting back, money tight, everybody hearing what's going on. Man, a business entrepreneur is not a big corporation. So, of course, like a big Target can deal with a couple of days of boycott. You know, you have to boycott them for like 30 to kill them. But they can deal with that. Oh, they didn't come in here this week. They'll be in here next week. An entrepreneur can't take that. When people start zipping back up their purses and folding back up their wallets, like, nah, I'm cutting back. When enough people say that, how an entrepreneur go survive? You got your own business. You should be looking at this like, man, just stop them dominoes. Somebody put their hand in there and stop that domino. Because the domino is finna trickle down. All these layoffs and these tariffs that we finna get, these tariff prices, what are the entrepreneurs supposed to do? Find some other streams of income. That's the only thing you can do. It's about to get rocky.
A few days ago, me and my husband, we live in an apartment community, and our neighbors across the street, we saw the office had like put like a huge paper on their door saying like, you haven't paid rent, this is the amount that you owe and stuff, and like it was hard not to see. And then like 3 days later we saw like a vacate notice, and it was so sad. Today I was just getting out of my car, and we have like decks outside in our apartments, and my neighbor, the one that's getting vacated out, she was just like on the deck crying on the phone. She's like, I don't know where we're gonna live, I don't know what to do because we have debt with housing. And it was just like so sad to me. And then me and my husband, we went to the Dollar Tree today because the Dollar Tree is like, they have some good stuff for cheap. And it was like the saddest thing ever. The people in front of us in line, like checking out at the Dollar Tree, were paying with change, and they didn't even have enough to cover their food in their cart. They were paying with change. Like this is why it bothers me when people, like, I posted a video like a week or two ago about like how cruddy this economy is, and like it's a struggle. It's a struggle to like even save up for a home for one. That just is a crazy idea right now. And that's something that like at this age, like me and my husband thought that we were going to be able to like be ready for like here pretty soon, and we're not where we wanted to be anyways. And so I was just like having a moment about it, and we are very fortunate in a lot of ways, because I've been seeing a lot of people around me that struggle way worse than we do, and I just can't imagine it. And so it's a really hard time in this economy, and like there's only so much that you can do. Like people getting kicked out, like I can't tell you how many vacate notices I've been seeing around my apartment complex. And just today at the Dollar Tree, it was just like so sad to see people paying with change, and like this cashier is counting out their change and they didn't have enough for the dollar store. And I guess some people want to look at that and say like, well, maybe you're not, smart with your money. But I honestly think just like a lot of people are struggling, and just rates and inflation are just so bad right now. Like,
Let me pause in between that because I don't want to lose my train of thought. I'm sick and tired of people saying that. When somebody's struggling, maybe you wouldn't work good with your money. Maybe you should have did this. You would have had a better job. Like, you cannot say that. Everybody's situation is different. Let me give an example. You don't know nobody's life. You don't know what they got going on. Say somebody's mom died. They so depressed and dealing with grief, they can't even work. When they come out of their grief and they know I gotta work, let me pull myself up by the bootstraps and get on out there. They might be starting from the bottom or a place they don't want to be. And that could be that person in line that's at the Dollar Tree with change. So before you start making accusations on people's life and why they at what they should be doing, listen. The Most High sit high and look low. So watch what you say about people and their struggles. Because you can get sick tomorrow and be counting change. Be humble. Sit down. You know what I mean? Stuff like this, it breaks my heart because I got a big heart. I cover this stuff, but it still affects you because I don't want to see nobody doing bad. I don't want to see nobody struggling. I don't want to see nobody hungry. I'm not a racist. It don't matter who you are. I don't want to see you doing bad because that's not what kind of person I am. I'm sorry. So I can't help the world. I wish I could. I wish I had that Michael Jackson money. I can just drop it here, drop it there. I'd be dropping it in their hand directly. You know what I mean? So try to be mindful on certain things you say, because you don't know what nobody going through. Somebody could have just lost their child or their spouse, or you know what I mean? Because we have issues. We human. Everybody got a time clock above their head, an invisible time clock. We don't know the date and the time that's going to be on our headstone and our death certificate. So just watch your mouth. How about that? I hate when people say that. You see somebody counting up, well, they should have did this, or they dumb. They this. No. People get into stuff all the time by mistake. Some people make a mistake and gamble their money out and broke and look up and say, oh, I should have did that. Dang, can people learn? Can you fall and dust your knees off? All this, you got to be perfect. Ain't nobody perfect, man. Look, if you looking for a perfect person, don't come over here on this channel. It's not going to happen. It's not. So be mindful of what you think. The type of people that like to say stuff like that. Everybody not like that. But let's keep going.
the interest rate to get a house or a car right now is like around 7%. I think it's gone a little bit down. It got up to 8, which is insane. But it's not all about how you spend your money these days. Like, it is an economy problem. Like, and it's everywhere. And like, I don't really like to get too much into politics on social media because it causes a lot of like fighting and arguing, but like something's got to change. Like, our options as candidates for president for this country is embarrassing. Anyways, it's just people are really struggling right now. And the last thing people need right now is people to shame them. Like, I got shamed on my video that I posted for for videos of me I recorded for
That's what I just did. Stop poor shaming. Just stop it.
trying a protein bar, and people were shaming me, saying that I was buying things I didn't need. Like, it's a protein bar and a protein shake. And yeah, I do have a budget where I can get myself something for myself one time a month. Like, it's not that crazy. That is a totally valid thing. Everybody needs some type of self-care in their life, and you just have to budget, and me and my husband do that. Where I'm frustrated is I just don't feel like we're gonna have 20% down on a house ever, like a house that we would want. Because 20% down on a house, even in the 300, 400K, which is very cheap if you find one in Utah for like enough bedrooms if you want to start a family, like the down payment's like $90,000 for 20% down. Or if you don't want to pay that, then you have to pay like $4,000 a month before utilities. Like, it's insane. So, I don't know. Just be kind.
This is why I feel like the cost of living has never been as bad as it is right now. Because it used to be when the cost of living was high, it was for the things that you need in life. Food, gas, shelter, etc. All those things cost a lot of money. Right now, all of those things still cost a lot of money. And also, I feel like it's just expensive to just be alive. Like, I feel like my life as soon as I wake up is literally just me putting down a credit card, and it's just a tab. And life is a bartender. And it's just like, what are you going to have? And I'm just like, I'm okay. I don't really need anything today. And it's just like, oh, really? Well, if you're going to be here, you're going to need to spend money. And I'm just like, what do you mean here? I'm just in the world. And it's just like, yeah, you have to buy something now. It's even getting to the point where, like, I feel like even my thoughts are getting expensive, you know? Like I could just have the thought of like, my nose is a little stuffy. And then all of a sudden, I open up my phone 10 minutes later and have 12 ads for like, oh, you have a pollen allergy and you got to buy these anti-pollen allergy pills or you're going to suffocate in your sleep. Sleep is the only place I still feel kind of safe. But even there, it's like I could have sleep problems for one night and then I wake up feeling kind of groggy and all of a sudden I'm getting targeted ads for melatonin gummies. It's like all of our necessities are still expensive, and then also just every increment of our life costs something.
Y'all can read this for yourselves. There's not one U.S. state.
Absolutely right. He was speaking so much facts in that video. It's like you wake up and it's like, well, since you gonna be here in this world, you gotta pay something. That's why a lot of times I don't even leave the house, because I feel like when I leave the house, every single time I leave the house, it's $100. It's $100 every time you leave the house. Or 75, or man, you can go a couple of places to be at $75, if not 100. Like, $100 is the new $20 bill, and that's just the truth. Wasn't he speaking facts? It's like, you gotta pay to be here. I mean, you just can't sit here. You gotta spend something on the tab. Like, dang, I'm just trying to exist. You just feel like you're a swipe at the register.
Working 40 hours a week is enough to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. That is sad. That is so ridiculously sad. And the other day I heard an elderly woman talking about these younger folks don't know what working hard is. As someone who had 3 jobs in college, while being a full-time college student, y'all are really checked out with reality right now. Like, everything is too expensive. I went to the store the other day. 1 bottle of Sprite and a bag of Doritos. Guess how much? $5.50 for one bag of chips. The bag wasn't even huge. It was.
Yep, that's how it is. Food high, eating out high. I just go crawl under a rock and come out a different year. Keep your faith in the Most High above to supply all your needs and take care of you. And keep going and don't give up. Y'all let me know down in the comments what we gonna do out here, family. What we doing? How we getting through? If you know like I know, better save them coins for a rainy day. Like my mama always told me. Because you just never know. When it rains, it pours. It pours. I, myself, was guilty of being a frivolous spender. I no longer possess those ways. So if I can change from buying 100 candles at the SAS sale for Bath and Body, buying 1,000 sprays and lotions from Victoria, talking about a sale, just shopping for crazy stuff you don't need, just purchase, buy now, delivery man at the door every single day, 7 days a week. If I can change from my crazy ways, you can change. Don't feel bad. But I'm Tiffany. I'm out to the next video. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, drop down below and join the conversation. I'm out.